Okay, welcome to CDS Studios, and today we're going to do some cables, and I'm going to show you an easy way of keeping track of your cable. You will need a magic marker. This happens to be a dry erase, but it can be a permanent or a pencil. You will need a large craft stick, and I'm going to use 3-prong tools today. Okay, these are ones I made with polymer clay, but you can use any ones you want. You can use ones that have multiple prongs on them, like this, and I'll show you how they'll be used. Okay. Let's see if I can just enough light to see what we're doing. Okay, first we want to mark out what we want to do. That is what the craft stick will be for. Now I'm going to use, sorry about that. Now I'm going to use 2-color marking pens, and I want it to be a 3. Let's see, and I want this right about in this. I'm lining it up to where I want to put it, and I'm going to put 2 cables. So I'm going to do 1, 2. The X is one side of the black X is one side of the cable. The red X is another side of the cable. Now I am 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7th stitch is what this one starts at. So I'm writing down a 7. Okay. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now, these cables, I'm going to have them kind of facing each other. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And on the 7th. So I'm going to mark 1, 2, 3. And the reason I'm using 2 different colors is because the black I'm going to go inward, and the red I'm going to go outward. So the red is out, and I have a tendency to forget, so my cables don't always look the way I want them to look. So I do this. Okay. The only thing I have to remember is this starts on the 7th. Excuse me. This starts on the 7th needle, and I don't count my band. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I line my marker up, and I should have 7 on the flip side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Now, I want these cables to be a little puffy. Which they're going to look like this. Or one of them is. The other one, where this one is bending this way, I'm going to have the other side going up this way. Okay, now what I need to do is I need to release the first stitch next to the 7 going out, and the first stitch next to the last cable going in. Now what I need to do is transfer these stitches onto my transfer tool. And I don't have a whole lot of space here, so bear with me. Now I'm just going to hang that there for now. See if I can come back a little bit. Give me a little bit more room. Okay, and then I'm going to take my other one and take these 3, put them on this transfer tool. Now, according to my picture, I'm going to take them both off the machine. I gotta open that up a little bit, don't I? Try not to do that. But if you do, it's repairable. Just hang this on one of the stitches. Get your latch tool out. Grab the loop. Do this, restitch it, and put it back onto the 3-prong transfer tool. Okay. Now, what you want to do, bring these out, open up the latches. Now, you don't need this one right now, the one on the left. So just hang it onto that empty needle. Now, bring this one over. Now, you see where it's unhooking here? It's not a problem. Now rehang these onto the black X's. Okay. Now take the ones that are going on to the red X. Now pull them. I'm pulling them slowly, and I'm not worrying about those stitches that are disconnecting. Okay. There is your cable. Now what I'm going to do, these two are part of my pattern, so I'm going to re-ladder these up, and I'm just doing a simple rib at this point because I want them to stand out. Now I will restitch this one here because I won't need this one anymore, and just restitch it. Ladder it back up. Now, that is, now I'm not going to re-ladder this one. Well, I can always unladder it if I need it, right? Just ladder this back up with the half intention of it may have to become undone because that it is tight. I want it tight so that I don't have those holes that you get sometimes. Okay, now leaving my tongue depressor craft stick on the machine, I'm going to take this transfer tool and I'm going to mark, same as here because I get a tendency to forget. But I'm only going to mark this one with this red because this red is a wipe off. See? In the black I would have to get an eraser, a white eraser for that. So I take off there we go, hang on. Let's get you centered. So I take, make sure my craft stick didn't move. So I want this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, and that one. So those 6 I'm going to move onto my transfer tool. Now I'm going to go ahead and take them off. Now, this has to go this way. And as you can see, it doesn't quite, I mean it reaches, but it's tight, real tight. So what I'm going to do, once I get them on, and I'm just picking up the thread and putting it on the machine. Now, see, now it's even tighter. So I will let this one loose. That'll give me a little bit more space to give it a little bit of, and I'm tugging it fairly good. and I'm rehanging these 3 back on the machine. Okay. Now, these 2 I will reform like these 2. I will reform this one here because that's part of my pattern. Undo it and just reladder it up. Now and this one plus this one, but I don't want to do that one yet because I want to reladder this one, this row first. This set of stitches. Make sure you grab all the thread. Now I'm using cotton because I'm just practicing a stitch, and I hate just practicing a stitch and having a square that you don't do much with. So I use peaches and cream, and I make dishcloths out of them. That way I can practice my stitches and have something useful. And if I don't mess it up, I use it as a gift. But it's still practice, but it's something serviceable afterwards. Okay, now I'm going to take this one because of my pattern that I'm following. I got two, and those are going to stay